Today we're going to talk about HDBs versus condos. We'll break down this video into 5 categories: affordability, amenities, space and layout, capital appreciation, and privacy. So if you're on the hunt for your dream home or an investment, stick around because this comparison will help you make an informed decision. Number 1, let's talk about affordability. HDB flats are typically more affordable compared to condos, making home ownership more accessible to a broader segment of the population. However, since condominiums are private properties, developers have a financial incentive to make as much money as possible from the buyers, thus making it more expensive to own a condo. There are also other hidden fees to consider. For example, maintenance or repairs if the facilities break down. When you buy a HDB, you can mostly guarantee that down the line, there will be a home improvement plan, whether it's upgrading the lift or retiling your bathrooms. It's not as customizable compared to doing your own renovations, but it's extremely affordable. For example, my grandma had a HIP program for her home that includes a complete overhaul of the 2 bathrooms at only $1,000, and they even included handles for the old folks to go on to. HDB buyers, especially first-time buyers, may qualify for government subsidies, grants, and housing loans, reducing the total cost of ownership in Singapore. Number 2, let's talk about amenities. Many HDB estates come with amenities like schools, markets, and public transportation, providing convenience to the residents around. However, most condos are situated further away from public infrastructure like MRT stations. They make up for luxury amenities. Condos often come with swimming pools, gyms, security services, and landscape gardens. Sometimes there's even a sauna room. Ultimately, it depends on what amenities that you prioritize depending on your lifestyle. Number 3, let's talk about space and layout. If we're just comparing space and layout with no consideration for the price, then condo takes the weight for this category. HDB flats are generally smaller in size compared to condos, which can be a constraint for larger families. HDB only builds the houses according to what the average household can afford, thus the small size, whereas condos typically offer larger living spaces, more spacious layouts if you can stretch out your wallet. Some condos also offer a penthouse option, which typically includes an outdoor balcony or even a mini garden. I've even seen small swimming pools in some penthouses. Number 4, let's talk about capital appreciation. HDB flats have a minimum occupancy period and resale restrictions, limiting your options if you decide to sell or rent out your unit. Although HDBs can sometimes increase in value if you sell it at the right time, condos tend to appreciate more in value compared to HDBs during its first few years. The property's value depends on its convenience of being how accessible it is to public transportation. Of course, if you were to buy a 999-year lease condo at a reasonable price, then there will be more opportunity for the property to appreciate in value. Typically, a freehold condo will come at a premium price. Number 5, let's talk about privacy. Due to the closer proximity of HDB units, residents may experience less privacy compared to their condo counterparts, whereas HDB estates foster a strong sense of community, with neighbors often participating in communal activities and events, potentially making long-lasting relationships. Most condos also have security guards, so that's another aspect to consider if you're concerned about random people walking into your estate. In conclusion, choosing a HDB or a condo is ultimately your choice, depending on your life goals, whether is it just a house or an investment or even a little bit of both.